A year ago, I ran co-primed a bill with now Speaker Ferrandino on tech transfer. And while I was out knocking doors and engaged in a tough campaign, he was working diligently with the Office of Economic Development and International Trade and the advanced industries to come up with House Bill 1001. And I'm fortunate enough to have been brought in on that bill. It's an exciting bill. I understand the concepts. How many of you are familiar with House Bill 1001? Heard about it? It's on your list. It's the first one there. So let me tell you a little bit about it. As I was knocking on doors, and let me preface this, we hear a lot of really important bills. Some are very contentious. There's a lot of issues out there. But as I was knocking on doors, one of the things that I heard most often from people is do something about jobs in the economy. When we talk about sustainable Colorado, people need work, and we need to get them the right kind of work, high-paying jobs that really move this economy forward. The other thing that I heard clearly, and it was exciting because I'm a lifelong educator, taught junior high for 25 years, math, science, and technology, and then I've been teaching at CU Denver for the last decade, is education is very important. And, we've got a problem where we have a lot of people in Colorado that are highly educated, but they came from other places, and that we have a little trouble with bringing our homegrown students into these high-paying jobs. And so 1001 really blends these things together and says, how can we make a system that really moves us forward? How can we take those great discoveries that are occurring in our institutions of research and higher ed and move them into the private sector so that we can capitalize on those things in effective ways. And we're looking at, there's 14 key industries that the Office of Economic Development looks at, but we're really looking at the key advanced manufacturing industries, and forgive me if I can't remember all of them, but it's advanced manufacturing and it's biotech, it's bioscience, clean tech, IT, natural resources, and a couple others that if I had another cup of coffee, I'd remember, and you would hope that I would. But we want to take the ideas and bring them into the private sector. These are those kinds of ideas that Representative Tyler is talking about. These are the ones that we're going to generate over the next 20 years to solve our problems, and we need to not only move that direction, but we need to create a sustainable economy around those industries that really focuses this economy and provides the jobs for our students. And so the third thing that I heard as I was knocking on doors is that we need to work together as a chamber. And so I'm co-priming that bill with Republican Sherry Giroux, and actually the bill has now cleared the House and it's on its way to the Senate. Senator Raleigh Heath and Senator Pat Stedman are the sponsors over there in the Senate. And so it's an exciting bill. If you haven't checked it out, go look at it. It's got grant funding that really provides proof of concept, very early funding for these great ideas that now in this economy can't get the kind of funding that they need. Venture capital wants to see a customer base and a product, and when you're in that early stage and you're just proof of concept, that you can't get that kind of funding. And so this is an appropriate place for the state to step in and really try to help generate these ideas and get them moving forward. And then we have also early stage funding, so as the idea begins to develop, then we provide some support that way. And then we bring in workforce development, the four-year colleges, the community colleges, in the infrastructure grant level, and then we try to guide these ideas all the way through in an appropriate way. It's public-private partnership money, and the other exciting thing is if you read the bill, you'll see that there's some kind of small caps on the grant funding, but those go away if the industries work together. So if there's collaboration or the research facilities collaborate. And so what happens then is that, for example, let's look, here's one I forgot to mention, aerospace, one of the 7 advanced industries, clearly is working with pharmaceuticals because we know that a lot of testing is done in zero gravity. And so there's a collaboration that makes sense and one we want to encourage. So that's the kind of thing we're looking for. And please support my colleagues over in the Senate as they're moving this bill forward, and give them your support. I appreciate seeing all of you here today. This is great turnout, and appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. Thank you.